Ladies and gentlemen, what we've just witnessed over the past 24 hours is nothing short of seismic, a true bombshell moment that has rattled the foundation of not just the Dallas Cowboys, but the entire National Football League. This isn't just news, this is legacy-altering. It's the kind of decision that reshapes the identity of a franchise and sends a message felt in every front office and locker room across the league. Jerry Jones, the iconic and often controversial owner, president, and general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, has finally pulled the trigger on the kind of move fans have speculated about for years, but never fully believed would happen. It's real. It's confirmed. And the aftershocks are only beginning. In the wake of what may go down as one of the most humiliating and soul-crushing losses in Cowboys history, a loss so absolute that it stripped away even the pretense of competitiveness, Jerry Jones did something he rarely does. He didn't issue a vague statement. He didn't push things off to Monday. He didn't let the media cycle smooth things over with speculation. No, he took immediate action. Behind closed doors in the Cowboys' locker room, still thick with the stench of defeat and silence, Jerry walked in. His face reportedly red with fury, his voice low but sharp, and delivered the kind of message that turns seasons, careers, and legacies on their heads. For years, the story surrounding Jerry has been the same. He's too loyal to his coaches, too emotionally invested to see clearly, too proud to admit when something isn't working. He's held onto staff longer than most owners would tolerate. He's stood behind underachieving head coaches, often to the frustration of fans and analysts alike. But this latest loss, this was different. This wasn't just another regular season disappointment. This was an all-systems failure. From the opening kickoff to the final whistle, the Cowboys looked broken flat on offense, clueless on defense, mistake-prone on special teams. And above all, the coaching staff looked paralyzed. It wasn't just a loss. It was a collapse. A complete unraveling of a team that's been selling Super Bowl dreams, but delivering playoff heartbreaks for nearly 3 decades. And in that locker room, the tension was palpable. Players sat in stunned silence. Some reportedly refused to speak to the media, while others simply stared blankly at the floor, like they were still processing the wreckage of what had just occurred. Jerry, who usually lets the head coach take the heat, didn't stay silent this time. According to multiple insiders, he uttered a sentence that cut through the tension like a blade. "This is not the Dallas Cowboys I built." And just like that, everything changed. What followed was the announcement that nobody saw coming, at least not this soon, not this directly. Jerry Jones had fired the head coach effective immediately. No delay. No long-winded internal review. No hiding behind vague, "we'll evaluate everything" language. He acted swiftly, boldly, and without hesitation. When he stepped in front of reporters just minutes later, his face was calm but serious. The fire was still in his eyes, but the words were measured. He confirmed the firing. He took full responsibility. And then he dropped the real bombshell: more changes are coming. Not just to the coaching staff, but throughout the entire organization. Suddenly, a season teetering on the edge of disappointment has become a full-blown reset. Jerry made it clear underperformance is no longer something this franchise will tolerate. He didn't just part ways with a coach. He sent a clear message to everyone in the building: your seat is warm, your job is on the line, and nothing is guaranteed. Rumors are already swirling that changes may hit the front office, scouting departments, and yes, even the quarterback position. Because when Jerry Jones decides to clean house, he doesn't dust, he detonates. Across social media, the reaction was immediate and overwhelming. Fans, those same fans who have spent years begging Jerry to stop being patient, stop being loyal to a fault, couldn't believe what they were hearing. Some said finally. Others questioned the timing. But for once, Cowboys fans found common ground in their collective shock. The NFL world lit up. Analysts rushed into emergency studio sessions. Talk shows cleared their schedules. Former players, even those critical of Jerry in the past, applauded the move. The consensus was clear. This is not just a franchise reacting. This is a franchise awakening. Now the eyes of the football world turn to what happens next. Mid-season firings in the NFL are rare for a reason. They bring chaos. They raise more questions than answers, but they also signal that ownership has reached the end of its rope. Assistants start to look over their shoulders. Players begin wondering if they're next. A once stable, or at least familiar routine becomes something entirely different. Every meeting, every rep, every film session becomes an audition. Because when the message from the top is that nobody is safe, things get real fast. For Jerry Jones, a man who has built one of the most valuable sports franchises on earth, this is more than just a tactical move. It's an emotional one. Jerry is 82 years old. He has 3 Super Bowl rings, but none since the 1990s. He's built billion-dollar stadiums, marketing empires, and a global brand. But the one thing missing from his final chapter? Post-season success. And maybe, just maybe, this move is Jerry saying, "I'm not waiting anymore. I want to win, and I want to win now." The speculation about who will take over has already begun. Will an internal coordinator take the reins in the interim? Possibly, but Jerry's comments hinted at something much bigger. He's not just thinking about salvaging this season, he's thinking long-term. Names like Jim Harbaugh, Lincoln Riley, or even Bill Belichick are already being floated by insiders. Whether or not those coaches are available mid-season doesn't matter. This is Jerry Jones we're talking about. He doesn't always wait. He doesn't always play by the rules. If he believes the right man can turn this team around, he'll move heaven and earth to make it happen. And it won't stop with the coaching staff. Jerry has made it clear that every player, every position, and every strategy is under review. That means roster shakeups are coming. Players who were once considered foundational pieces may now be trade candidates. Young talent that's been waiting in the wings may get thrust into starting roles. Even the quarterback the center of debate among Cowboys fans, may no longer be untouchable. That's the level of disruption we're talking about here. This is not business as usual. This is an overhaul in real time. The Dallas Cowboys are no ordinary franchise. They are a global symbol for better or worse of American football. Every decision is magnified. Every misstep is broadcast. And every moment like this becomes part of NFL history. For years, Jerry's critics have said he's too involved, too stubborn, too unwilling to let go. But today, he flipped the script. Today, he made a decision that screams, "I'm not done yet." He's admitted the team needs change. He's shown the courage to make uncomfortable choices. And he's opened the door for a new era, though whether it leads to glory or chaos remains to be seen. This is an emotional ride for fans who have endured so many playoff heartbreaks, so many wasted seasons, and so many promises unfulfilled. But today, there's something else in the air. Hope. It's cautious. It's fragile, but it's there. Hope that things won't stay the same. Hope that the franchise is no longer settling. Hope that before Jerry Jones hangs it up, he's willing to risk everything for one more shot at greatness. That hope is the fuel that makes football special. But it must be matched with results because change, while dramatic, doesn't guarantee success. As we look ahead, the pressure on this organization is enormous. The next game the Cowboys play will be watched like a playoff. Every snap will be studied. Every player evaluated. Every coaching decision will be dissected under a microscope. The Cowboys are now the biggest story in sports, and they'll either rise to the occasion or fall further into disarray. But one thing is clear. Jerry Jones has officially shifted the narrative. Whether this becomes the spark that ignites a championship run or the move that defines the beginning of the end, we'll find out together. So buckle up. Because this isn't the end. It's just the start of something very, very big.